Why hello everybody, how are we? My name is Unicorn Pondu. Welcome back to another video. So Chantal uploaded another mukbang. It's called Tuna Sub Buffalo Chicken Bites, which, girl, you're speaking to my soul, and chips mukbang. But let's see what Chantal has to say today, shall we?
Hello, foodie beauties. Hi guys, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video. Today, I am having Substop, which is like a franchise here. It's the old Subway, I think, but it's not Subway.
I mean, is there a reason why you're not buying Subway instead, Chantal? Which of course is a segue for me to say, never let her forget that red hijab anti-Semitic rant that she went on. She wants you to forget. Don't forget.
Snapple. I haven't had Snapple in like forever. I forgot a fork, but whatever. We're gonna eat.
Of course, they forgot a fork. But I was about to say, I haven't had them since, well, number one, that they were in glass bottles. It's kind of sad that they went with plastic. Like, come on. And number two, did they still have, like, the Snapple facts at the bottom? That was my favorite part of those. Even though I'm not a big fan of Snapple. Or, is it Nestle tea? I think maybe Nestle tea. It's still, like, the one in the blue bottle. It's, like, blue and yellow. I'm not a big fan of that one either.
With our hands today. So, I was craving a sub. And we have here, these are Arabic chips. No, I'm kidding. Well, they are kind of. Kettle cooked sea salt and cider vinegar. I love sea salt and some kind of fancy vinegar chips. Excuse me.
Oh, feel bad for me, guys. Not feeling super great after that camel trip. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go well either, to be fair.
I have a tuna sub, which I've been craving for some reason. Tuna sub. And we have some buffalo chicken bites. Yum. Alright, so let's dig in.
Oh, they're more like, I don't know, like chicken nuggets instead. I was expecting like boneless chicken wings, personally. Makes me kind of sad.
It's a 6-inch tuna. And pour these chips on it. All the garbage bag here already. Cleaning up as you go is like a huge helper. I used to just leave everything laying around, as you guys know.
Yeah, in Canada. Again, reminiscing about Canada. Again, go home. God.
Alright, so I have a touchy subject today. Something that...
Here we go. I don't know what this is. I haven't seen ahead of time, but even if she's saying that it's touchy, God help us all.
A lot of people online like to talk about, but what you probably don't know for me is that I don't like to talk about it. I don't even like to think about it. Beauty bite, buffalo, dip them in the buffalo. Tuna has cucumber, black olives, pickles, lettuce.
Girl, you were in the middle of a thing that you don't want to talk about, but like, here's a tuna sandwich, though. Girl, get to the story. Come on. This can wait a minute. Come. Swear, it's just like whenever she has something to talk about, she still somehow fails to talk about it.
Mixed cheese, Southwest sauce, Parmesan oregano bread. I want to talk about Cuba a bit.
Wouldn't be a Chantal mukbang if Julia wasn't like on the table, and it's not Julia's fault, it's Chantal's fault. And of course, she can't lock her in another room. That would be too convenient for us, her, and everybody else involved. Is there a reason why you're rolling your eyes at your cat? Ma'am, you are the one that insisted on getting her. And also get her fixed.
I've seen some comments from people saying that I should go to Cuba again and be happy.
When? I mean, I might have missed something, to be fair, but like I've never heard anyone as of late be like, yeah, I should go to Cuba again. Okay, if you don't want to go, then don't go.
And I swear, in the same breath, people will say, you were so happy in Cuba. And then pick apart my Cuba rage. So, I thought it would... Chewing's annoying. I tell you, maybe Gad, how I was really feeling.
No, it's not like she was live streaming 24/7 or anything, guys. Now, of course, you know, a year and a half later, now we're getting the real story about what happened in Cuba and how she was really feeling. Chantal, a lot of the times I just wish that you would just eat and just go for a good 20 minutes straight and not say a single word. Honest to God, I wish I was joking, because whenever you do decide to have some sort of opinion, this is what you end up giving us, and oh boy, here we go.
Cuba Resorts, Cuba itself has the potential to be very fun. It was my first time traveling alone, and that way I went with Sunwing Vacations. I had just gotten my terminated channel back, but then,
which I think is probably the worst decision YouTube has ever made on its platform ever.
I brought with me, because you can't escape it, even though you're going on vacation, leave all your problems behind. My problems followed me to Cuba.
And instead of, exploring Cuba, you just kind of sat around your room doing nothing. And then if you did go out, it was to go get a drink or something. And then, you went to the beach one time. Because if you were sick of everyone saying, go to the beach. I was there. I don't remember most of it, but I was there.
I was still attached to a narcissistic abuser.
Did you ever stop, though? Because Chantal, happily married people don't dwell on their exes like this. Almost 2 years later.
I was getting extremely drunk to escape my feelings. So Cuba, for those of you who don't know, was... I got extremely inebriated. This was...
Which... I'm not exactly sure. Now, did she drink? Yeah, definitely. But, was she so inebriated that just... that's debatable, I think, at best.
A couple years ago. And before I became a Muslim revert. I bought a bottle of rum from my mom as a souvenir, and I drank it. The whole thing. Because that's how I used to deal with my feelings. Drown them out. Everything black inside of me came out that night. And
oh, Chantal, that's who you really are. That's not like, oh, everything dark and black inside of me. No. What we are not going to do is rewrite history with this one. That was you speaking. That was the true you deep down inside of your soul. That was you speaking. This, oh my gosh, I'm just like a quirky YouTuber, teehee. I mean, to be fair, that also, left and kind of got out a long time ago. No, that was the actual Chantal, who she really is underneath the facade, especially this one. That's who Chantal is.
Infamous Cuba rage.
And what's really funny is, this isn't the only one. There was another one, the Pumped Up Kicks incident. If you know, you know.
And I regret that. I regret a lot of things I said. And if you were in that chat, and I unfairly cursed at you, I apologize. I do. I'm really sorry about that. There were people antagonizing me because I knew they could get me to rage easily, but I shouldn't have drank that, and I shouldn't have used that as an excuse to excuse what I was saying.
Yeah, all I'm seeing so far, to be honest with you, is just a big manipulation play. Oh yeah, I'm really sorry, guys. I shouldn't have done that, guys. Almost 2 years later, I forgot when Cuba Rage was, to be fair, and the reason why she's upset with herself now is because of money, because people used to come into her chat and yada 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 before the cat stuff, to be fair. This was quite a while before that. And Chantal used to pretty much say, stuff it, keep your $2. Well, those $2 aren't coming in a lot anymore, are they? So, trying to play it up for, aspects, aren't you, Chantal? Now, do I want her to be genuinely honest and be sorry and remorseful and try to do better? Yeah, but it's also Chantal, and that's probably not going to happen without a lot of therapy.
I had hate in my heart. Astaghfirullah.
You still do, because of that red hijab rant that happened 2 weeks ago. She forget that she still has that still deep in her, just yeah guys, I'm so sorry guys if I upset you guys, come back guys. Chantal, come on.
From what I was going through.
Oh, you mean the same people that people were trying to tell you to screw off from? Don't interact with them. Don't talk to them. Don't go to their channel. Don't go into a live chat. Don't talk about them. But no, you couldn't help yourself, and you got hurt in your fifis right before you went to Cuba, and the rest is history.
I felt used and abused, and I felt used in Cuba as well. I allowed that to happen. I didn't get anything out of that, really, if I think about it. It's I just wanted to please others, as if some form of self-validation,
Chantal, you are selfish. I don't know if you realize that or not, but you are probably one of the most selfish people I think most of us have ever seen. You got a cat to spite a community. Don't you ever forget that.
I had little self-respect, and I didn't heal much. The ocean was nice.
But also, isn't this the trip that you said that you found God on? That's her own words. Just wanted to remind people about what's to come after this, up until this point, now. So, yeah, okay.
Except for the giant barracuda that almost attacked me. Nature is healing. I had fun singing.
You had fun lying, you had fun raging, you had a fun time telling an Egyptian man that you hope that he gets hung by the president of his country. That's what she said. Again, do not like him. Do not like him.
And in the darkest of times that you're going through, God will be the light. Because I did find God there.
Okay, but then, like, what about the pumped up kicks incident that happened after Cuba? Would you like to explain that one, ma'am? Or, again, the red hijab rant 2 weeks ago. What about then?
God helped me through, because I would have completely lost it if I didn't have that comfort. And I didn't see God every time I looked out at the ocean. I was lonely. That's why I live streamed like the whole time.
Okay, well, the solution to that is like to go meet people, go mingle, go socialize, which, I mean, I'm also not that super great at, to be fair, but like, if you want to like go make friends at Valley, there's options too. You had every opportunity to, but you didn't. And I feel that this is a really big manipulation tactic that she's trying to do. That she's like, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then whenever people don't see eye to eye or disagree with her, she's going to be going, well, what? I apologize. What more do you want me to do? You guys always dwell in the past on things. Just let things go. Then trigger big upsetty spaghetti mode. The RAGE word. Now, do I want her to be genuinely, sorry about this? Yeah, but this time I feel like it's for manipulation because the money's low. Hate to say that, but like that's what I'm feeling.
When I went off of my live stream, I was left with myself and my thoughts and my loneliness and the level of unhappiness I felt. I didn't even realize until I, have some time to reflect. There were some fun moments, especially for you guys because it's entertainment, right? But for me, I remember it a little bit differently.
Well, Chantal, your mental health is not our problem. It's not Pizza's problem. It's not Shmi's problem. It's not anyone else's fault but your own. If you didn't want to be a train wreck, don't live stream it and maybe go see someone about it. Welcome.
Than what you guys do. Sometimes I still get lonely, but it's more like...
But like, why would you be lonely if your husband can drive you anytime that he can? You have your husband there, but is that not enough? Why would you feel lonely?
If I feel like I'm going through something or experiencing emotions nobody I feel like can understand, or if Salah's sleeping and I'm like awake, it's not the same kind of loneliness. It's not the like void in your soul kind of existential. And that's how I remember. That's why I'm not excited to go back to Canada.
Yeah, but like Chantal, that's also not Canada's fault. That's a you fault. Like, you go sort your stuff out mentally. Either there or in Canada, preferably in Canada, because everyone is sick of Kuwait. And just bees and let bees, come on. And also, you're thriving here, obviously, from this video. I just have never seen you smile so much.
Because I feel like everywhere I go, everything I do will just be memories of before I came here. But not good ones. There's like too much past trauma.
I hate feeling like we're stupid, Chantal. Truly, honestly, do you not think that everyone can see right through this of, yeah, guys, I'm really sad. I don't know if I want to go back to Canada, guys. Chantal, you're miserable there. You're miserable here. What's the difference gonna be if you're miserable 24/7? Go home, go get some therapy, and then maybe get back with us, okay? Please? No, I didn't think so, but like, you're over this. We're over this. Everyone involved's over this. Your husband's over it. Just, I hate it here. Jesus.
Which is unfortunate because my family's there. But even, driving around, even going to Ottawa, will remind me of my grandmother. And I wish I could just pop in and see her.
But you spent time with Stabby instead, and whenever you did spend it, you were rushing out. From what I remember and what I've seen, I could be wrong about that, but She didn't really prioritize grandma, which sad, but you can't really change the past.
So that was the Cuba, but don't ever get drunk if you have really bad things on your mind and in your heart and in your soul.
Yeah, Chantal, like I said, that was you. That's what's in your soul. And you think that we're stupid and we can't see right through it.
And you just feel like hurting people. Any places, like even for traveling, I don't know, I get triggered. I get really bad flashback vibes when I see any alcohol. So maybe that's why I also like to be here, because alcohol is prohibited. Any intoxicants are pretty much prohibited, you know, drugs, alcohol. And as a former addict who's been through some really low times due to that, I just feel better, feel safer. I feel safer here. Ironically, a lot of
Again, that's a you problem. It's not Canada's fault for having those things available for people that want them. That's a you problem, Chantal.
that I'm in danger. But Kuwait's actually a really safe country. Knock on wood. I don't like jinxing things. But yeah. Anyway, I know I look tired when I don't have much makeup on, but I am kind of tired.
Uh-oh. She went... She does not do that, I've noticed, going back watching some of her older rages. Yeah, she never did that unless if she was mad. I've noticed. I could be wrong, but every single rage stream... And she just did it again. She did it in her cooking video, too.
I don't have much energy, you know, and I feel like just getting up there in age, lack of exercise, proper exercise routine, eating food that's not the best for energy level.
Just eating food that's not good for you, period. And also, girl, you got a gym down below in the lobby. Come on, like, what's stopping you? If you wanted to change, you would, but you haven't, so you won't.
Excuse me. Yada, yada, yada. Alright, guys, so I guess that's it for this video. I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. Some of the negative things I've gone through in Cuba really just outweighed for me the positive, and I really wish it wasn't that way.
Don't go to Cuba. Like, what triggered this? What or who brought up Cuba to the point to where she had to make a whole entire video out of it? Because I haven't really seen anyone talk about Cuba. Again, I could be missing something, but yeah, this is very weird for me, at least.
I wish I could just focus on the beach waves and the fun we had singing, you know, La Isla Bonita. But even that part of my life, I don't like to think about, because I had to be like drunk to do those things. I had to be inebriated, and I just don't, to sing, to have the courage to enjoy life, you know, and I don't need that now. And I just it's just a different feeling for me, you know. I was going through a lot of turmoil internally. It wasn't fun at all. It was very...
I wonder what that edit was. When did she edit out? She's been doing a few edits here. I usually cut down her eating videos and live streams when she's talking, because she just goes in the middle of them. So yeah, very interested to know what she cut out.
Hard, very traumatic, and I'm still processing a lot of that.
Oh my god. Just... We're not therapists. I didn't sign up for therapy. I didn't sign up to like digest what all of this means and like write your report on it.
Not in the healthiest ways, you know, and I'm hoping that will change. But being here, being with someone who's super loving and supportive, staying away from drugs and alcohol is actually really helping. So.
Oh yeah, it's going great. Red Hijab video was 2 weeks ago, mind you. Again, for like the 30th time in this video, because I still cannot believe that she did that and then is acting like nothing happened. It's wild to me.
And the number one thing, turning to God, you know, having God in my life has actually made a huge difference. Like I said, it helped me get through the Cuba.
Again, 2 weeks ago.
Having found some faith, and now that it's even stronger, it's immense. I don't feel purposeless. I don't feel hopeless. I don't feel that existential hole, like I said, you know.
I mean, I also have an existential hole, but it's not in that same context. I'm so sorry. I had to make that joke. She set me up for that one. I just kind of was just like, oh, there's a joke there. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. It's gonna press play.
So, anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I have seen a few comments. People wishing that I would go to Cuba, book a trip to Cuba that'll solve all your problems. It's like, no, dude, I'm Muslim. I know people think that I'm just wearing this as a costume, but that's your prejudice. That's your thought. Just because I'm not perfect and I do sin sometimes, doesn't mean that I'm not sincere about my belief in Islam. So.
What did I say? Big manipulation play. You can smell it a mile away, Chantal.
And also, Cuba wasn't as good of a time as you might remember it. At least not for me. So, anyways, people change, people grow, people mature.
But you don't do that, though. You haven't and you won't. Again, red hijab, anti-Semitic rant. 2 weeks, not 2 months ago, not 4 months ago, half a year ago. No, 2 weeks. It hasn't even been a full month yet.
You know, thankfully. And just thank you guys for listening. It really means a lot. I know you're not like doctor replacements or therapist replacers, whatever, but it does help to talk, for sure. All right, guys.
Okay, well, you have somebody there locally in the same apartment that you married, quote, quote, that you could talk to your problems about, but you won't for some reason, even though he's right there and he's the love of your life and he's your soulmate, but yet you can't talk to him about your past. What's the point then? If I can't talk about like my troubles with my soulmate, I'm good. I have 2 hands, not just 1, 2. I'm good.
Guys, I guess that's about it. Bye.
Bye. Ugh. So yeah, that was awful, and I hated every second of it. Okay, great, love that for us. Well, but that being said, though, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.